My name is Brittany Priester. I know I'm not their favorite, but I am chosen. So I dropped a video talking about how God healed me from the issue of blood. Um, I'm very grateful of that. So I began to talk about how I seen over 13 doctors. But when I finally did find a doctor that really cared and checked me out, that's when I had found out it was a OB. It was a woman's doctor. She did a couple of tests on me, and that's how I found out I only had one tube. Because she did a regular, pap and all different tests on me. So I finally did find somebody that would do the whole good exam on me. But I had to go through so many of them to, kind of to find that one. And when I found her, she actually was a Chinese doctor. I stuck with her for years. Because to me she was thorough. She did more than what the other people did. So I just want to clear that up. That I finally found somebody that took care of me. So with that being said, now I can go back to the time when I was talking about my marriage. So when I had finally got married to my husband, and as I stated before, I didn't feel celebrated. I paid for my own dress. I paid for the food for the few guests that came. Because some people that I invited, they made excuses not to come. Some told me straight up like this: I'm jealous because I hadn't got married yet, and that's why I don't want to show up to yours. I said, oh, okay. And that's it. And you would think that you the first one out of your mom kids get married and you will be celebrated. You know how you look in the movies how the mother of the bride make sure she have a dress and make sure she have what she needs and stuff like that. But not in my case. I didn't get that. Even though when I said I paid for my own dress, and I did, she bought the dress, but I reimbursed her the money back. Because I knew that what had taken place during my wedding day, it wasn't, it wasn't right. The conversation that was led on after that, I didn't want nobody to feel obligated to help me out. Because if you didn't want to celebrate me, that was fine. But what hurted me, not only did I didn't feel celebrated, but what hurted me, maybe a year later or so, she decides that somebody else in the family was getting ready to get married. And me being her child that got married, I would think that I had got the same treatment, but I didn't. And when she spun all she had for the person that she celebrated, she made sure that their day was so special. And she looked beyond me, but I still forgave her that when I got married, I didn't get that. I got less, like I always do. So imagine, that's my mom. And my mom go spend out on somebody else's wedding. And the pain that I had to listen and watch her brag about how that affected me and hurt me. That any given time, I was a one you can count on. Like, I'm not a type of child that disrespect my mom because my mom had struggles in her life. I had her back, especially the times where she had to go up the road and she needed a ride to make sure she went to check herself in to the local jail for weekends. I made sure she got there. Anytime we moved, I always was the one that set up the house, washed the clothes, made sure stuff was top notch. The time that I had to help her watch her niece's kids, because her niece, had had an issue where she had to take her kids in, and I was there, one riding, making sure that everybody was taken care of. I didn't have a chance to have fun as a child because I was always watching somebody's kids. And so to watch somebody celebrate other people, and like I said before, everybody has a favorite, and I don't know if she knows this, but her nieces look up to her. That's what they say, that's my favorite. She's my favorite aunt. And I can see why. Because she has great qualities about her. It's too bad I didn't have most of those. I didn't feel I have most of those qualities. Now, don't get me wrong. If I needed something, she was there, but it was definitely reciprocated back. She never had to worry about, me not handling business or making sure, what she needed. A lot of times, each other was in a jam. We take each other out in a jam, whether it's open up each other house door, whether it's giving money, whatever it was, we help each other out in the jam. So, of course, she has great qualities about her. That's what I love about her, because she honor her nieces. She love her nieces. You know what I'm saying? And she talked great things about them. Unfortunately, I didn't experience that. I got talked about, constantly talked about. And I think sometimes the relationship between me and my sister, not the one that's no longer here with us, because we had a great relationship and an understanding. I never bumped heads with my oldest sister. I love her. And she's not here with us no more. But I think the relationship between me and my other sister, it probably would have went a little better if it wasn't like picking sides. I'm 40 years old now, and I have a daughter, but my daughter don't have siblings. But if she had a sister or brother, as a mom, my job is to make sure that they have each other back, because the world tear you up and eat you up and spit you out. So I had to literally be my own best friend in some instance. I had to endure slander. I had to even endure one time when everybody else used to come live with her, my mom, and nobody wasn't paying rent and helping out. They can come as they go. But I got treated in a way like I was a stepchild, banging on the door talking about, pay me my money now. But she came back and apologized. I got it. I had it hard. And people don't understand. So that's why it's so easy to say she crazy. But the result of my pain and how I feel, and what I've been through, of course that makes me a little snappy, a little, edgy, because I went through a lot. I'm not a type of child or an adult that would disrespect any adult. Now this video is about to end. And all I can say is God bless you and I love you. And my line is already